Thank you so much for joining us on NewsX World with that perspective. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's senior trade advisor, Peter Navarro, has made controversial remarks accusing India of profiting from Russian oil imports and aiding Russia's war efforts. His claims, posted on social media platform X, were quickly fact-checked by a community note citing credible sources, clarifying that India's energy imports are driven by national security needs and do not breach international sanctions. Navarro responded angrily, dismissing the fact-check as propaganda and criticized Elon Musk for allowing it on the platform. Despite political rhetoric, both nations continue to emphasize their strategic partnership. Dr. Satoru Nagao with us on the broadcast. Dr. Nagao, I have to understand from you, very interesting developments taking place as far as US and India are also concerned. So we've seen a slight shift as far as tonality between the two nations is concerned. But amidst that, it seems Peter Navarro wants to continue playing bad cop. He's sticking to the initial narrative put out by the US that India is responsible for Russia's war. However, he's now been fact-checked on social media as well. What do you make of these developments?
In this case, the important thing is negotiation style of the Trump administration. Negotiation of the Trump administration is they are seeking the bilateral negotiation to deal by using intimidation. In case of the intimidation, fact or not is not the matter. In this, important thing is just making pressure or making the negotiation partner to upset. So that's why the fact, if the fact check is the system to check the remarks of the other intimidation, in this case, they can find many baseless opinion. One of the typical examples, when the Trump administration talked with Zelensky, of the president of the Ukraine, they said Zelensky is dictator. But the next stage journalist asked the President Trump, is Zelensky dictator? Who you decide to meet him today? So is this right? President Trump's response is, did I say that? I don't think so.
Okay.
So that's the pattern of the negotiation style of the Trump administration. So that's why when there is a fact test, of course, there is a possibility it is baseless. But at the same time, this is not a matter for the Trump administration. This is just making pressure. Deal is matter, negotiation is matter, fact or not is not matter. But that is the style, I think.
Okay, interesting. But at the same time, Dr. Nagao, is it critical for the US administration to also be asked repeatedly as far as their trade with Russia is concerned or Europe's trade with Russia is concerned?
Yes, this is reputation itself is not so big matter for the Trump administration, I think, because they are seeking the deal, and the deal is matter. Other thing is small thing for them. So that's why this is the style. So again, against Japan, against South Korea, against your EU, against British, against South Africa, every time same pattern we can find. When they use the intimidation, this is not comfortable, of course. But after the deal has happened, we remember that that was just the intimidation, baseless one, meaning content is not the matter. So that's why Trump administration do not care about reputation, about intimidation. Intimidation is just intimidation. But in this case, we should care about who said that. This is Peter Navarro, not President Trump. President Trump himself tried to use intimidation in many cases, but they try to, in this, intimidation itself is prepared by careful manner, even if the baseless fact. So that's why they are carefully check the rank who say that. So now Peter Navarro said this means that this is lower intimidation compared with the President Trump's remark. If the President Trump says same thing, this is more bigger pressure, they believe, I guess. So that's why this is the pattern we should think. And but at the same time, indeed, even if this remark is baseless, they prepare this careful manner.
Right, absolutely. Mr. Nagal, stay on with us as we shift our focus from the US to Thailand.